Let's be honest, making a great racing movie is almost impossible. So when the news dropped that Brad Pitt was teaming up with the Top Gun Maverick director to make a Formula One movie, well, the big question wasn't just if it would be good, it was if it was even possible. This was a massive gamble. So, did it actually pay off? First off, this isn't just another sports movie. They enlisted 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton to sign on as a producer. His involvement was critical to unlocking a level of authenticity we have just never seen before in a racing movie like this. They didn't just pretend to be in Formula One, they actually embedded themselves into it. They created a fictional 11th team, the Apex GP, that went and filmed during real Grand Prix weekends on some of its most iconic tracks. Now, the main story is a classic redemption story, but the goal was to wrap that familiar tale in something totally new. The bet was enormous. Spend a fortune to make the most realistic racing film ever made, and pray that it had enough heart to pull in everyone, not just cater to the hardcore F1 fans. So, where does this film hit the mark? The spectacle. It's absolutely jaw-dropping. The director Kosinski used what he learned on Top Gun Maverick and literally puts you inside a racer's cockpit. He used these tiny, groundbreaking cameras mounted all over the cars to capture the raw, bone-rattling feeling of hitting 200 miles per hour. You don't just see the speed, you can almost actually feel the G-forces. And this isn't just some CGI magic. Brad Pitt and Damson Idris actually drove modified Formula 2 cars and drove on real tracks. That obsession with realism is the film's superpower. It shines a light on the engineers, the strategists, and the pit crew who make it all happen. Having Lewis Hamilton on board meant every single detail was obsessed over, from how an engine should sound at a specific corner to what's really going through a driver's head. The racing isn't just a background for the story. The racing is the story, built on real tactics and the insane pressure of a Grand Prix weekend. But here's the thing, the story was always going to be the film's biggest risk. An aging legend coming back for one last shot with a young hotshot. Now raise your hand if you've ever heard of that movie before. It's predictable. And with a runtime of over 2.5 hours, that covers 9 different races, you could see how someone who isn't already a hardcore F1 fan could start to lose patience. In its pursuit for realism, the movie sometimes gets lost with technical talk that could go right over a casual viewer's head. But at that point, you're so sucked in, you almost feel like you're part of the team. Then comes some Hollywood moments, like a crash that's a bit too perfect, or a dramatic past that stretches believability. As cool as they look, they sometimes clash with the film's grounded tone. This creates a fascinating tension. Is the movie a hyper-detailed drama for F1 purists, or a thrilling blockbuster for everyone else to see? That's the real gamble, and it's where the film takes its biggest risk. So, did the gamble pay off? In my book, it absolutely definitely did. Sure, the story's familiar, but it's held up by incredible execution and performances that are just all in. The film gives its characters real depth, it digs into timeless ideas about legacy, obsession, and the mental price you pay for chasing greatness. But here's the most important part. The film doesn't just take the easy way out with a cliche Hollywood ending. There's no simple fist-pumping victory lap. Instead, it goes for something more complex, more bittersweet, that feels earned and honest about how unforgiving motorsports can be. And that's where the gamble really pays off. The movie respects its audiences enough to give them an ending that feels emotionally real instead of just being a crowd pleaser. F1 works because it pulls off a magic trick. It combines groundbreaking filmmaking with a story that has a real beating heart. It's just set a new standard for what a racing movie can be, giving us something that's both a technical masterpiece and a powerful human story. It has enough hardcore detail for a lifelong F1 fan and a strong enough story to hook a total newcomer. This movie left me on the edge of my seat from beginning to end, and I would rate it a 9 out of 10. But that's just what I think. Is a realistic, emotionally driven racing film what we need right now? Or were you hoping for something a little bit different? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed today's review, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future movie or movie trailer reviews. And while you're here, why don't you check out my review on another action-packed blockbuster, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, right here. I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.